Hi everyone, my name is Conely Gonzalez and welcome to your Information Security Newspaper channel. Imagine your whole company's team Microsoft data stolen because someone opened the wrong email, got a scary notification, or even saw the wrong GIF. Stay until the end of the video and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I'm sure you won't regret it. The changing work landscape of employees changing to work from home because of the pandemic and the isolation period resulted in many people switching to video conferencing software like Zoom. Even though many vulnerabilities and flaws have already been exposed on Zoom, people keep on using it. Here on top of the screen are the links to other videos we have made on Zoom. So today we'll talk about Zoom and a new way attackers are exploiting the work from home situation. So if you are in your sweatpants and in your slippers right now, this might concern you. You probably already know what phishing is. I'm sure your company already sent you a memo or they even make you take online courses about it. But a classic phishing attack is when a hacker will send a target a link and try to make them click on it. But what if it wasn't a link? What if by simply viewing a GIF, your system could be forced to give up your authentication token and your data? Imagine that. And after all, who doesn't love a funny GIF? Or even a worse situation. Imagine you're receiving a Zoom meeting notification from your company's HR team regarding your termination. Of course, you are entering that meeting. However, first, you might need to log into your Zoom account and place all your credentials. I am very sorry to tell you this, but both of these cases, both of these scenarios are real and are phishing attacks. They could have already stolen your data, and here I will tell you exactly how they work. The GIF is a Donald Duck GIF that allows attackers to have access to all the data from your team's accounts, gathering confidential information from your organization, competitive data, secrets, passwords, private information, business plans, etc. All this happens because the source of the GIF was a compromised subdomain, and teams will automatically connect them to view the image. This vulnerability affected Microsoft Teams versions for desktop computers and for web browsers. The problem was how Microsoft was managing authentication tokens for viewing images in Teams. Think of those tokens as a legitimate key that proves that someone from the team is accessing the team account in Microsoft. Those tokens are managed by Microsoft at its server on teams.microsoft.com or any subdomain under that address. For at least 3 weeks during February and March, this malicious GIF could have stolen a lot of data through Microsoft Teams accounts, possibly across an entire company. The vulnerability was just patched a few days ago on April 20. Good thing that Microsoft patched it quickly and that users don't have to do anything, as the flaw was patched for them. Now, about the email attack. The situation is that someone impersonates Zoom by crafting a convincing email. The email asks you to join an important HR meeting regarding your termination. Of course, they want to make you panic and don't even notice what you're clicking on. This is how the hackers create urgency. This email contains a link of a fake Zoom landing page and a notification of join this live meeting. And this page is almost the same as the Zoom page we all know. It looks legitimate. Besides, a normal user usually sees a login page and thinks, well, my credentials must have expired. It's time to place them again. We usually don't stop and inspect the URL or the non-functioning links. The mailboxes affected were 50,000 of Office 365 from employees of different companies. This should teach us not to be so naive when leaving the security to our operating system and to its features, and to distrust any app or service that has recently become very popular. Because, of course, hackers will go after it. I really hope you find this information useful. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and to subscribe. Click on the bell button. My name is Conely Gonzalez and I wish you the very best.